Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. This is Light. It's probably my first video on the channel of all time. Today's going to be a little bit of a story. I've been inspired by Luna a lot, been watching him a lot during COVID. But anyway, let's hop into it, because I don't want to lose my my viewers that I have, my 5 viewers. So, as you can tell by the title, this story is about how I caught a kid. Or not caught, but kind of walked in on a kid, whacking, well, how can I say this, sharpening the pencil during school. You know what I mean? Like, just sharpening the pencil right in the bathroom. Nothing wrong with sharpening your pencil in school at all. Except the way he was sharpening his pencil wasn't the right method. Okay, fuck it. He was jerking off in the bathroom, and this is in middle school and shit. This is weird. So let's start from the beginning. I'm sitting in class, sitting in probably ELA, I'm guessing, 9th period, end of the day. And this is like 2 periods after lunch, so like an hour or two after lunch. And so I drink a lot of water. That's something weird about me. I just drink an unhumanly amount of water and liquid every day. So I'm like, shit, I gotta pee, I'm like, I gotta pee. And so I'm like, teacher, let's just call her Mrs. Jones. I'm like, Mrs. Jones, no, Mrs. Smith. Mrs. Smith, can I go to the bathroom? And she's like, oh, sure, honey, please just sign out, go to the bathroom. And I'm like, okay, great. Sign out, everything's normal, I'm not thinking, oh, I'm going to be telling this as a story in 2 or 3 years. Go into the bathroom, just walk in, I'm like, okay, I'm hyped up. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna piss like a motherfucker right now. But then as I get in there, I hear like this earbud sound, like I hear like just like I don't know if you've ever heard someone like listening to music or something, or like watching a video and you're like pretty close to them. You can just hear like the of like their song or their YouTube video or whatever, or their porno in this case. And I'm 12 years old, so like I kind of just started to really learn about that stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, god damn. And my mind, since I'm so dirty-minded, went right to that shit. I go over, weirded out as hell, and I'm like, psh, pull down the pants, zzz, and I'm like, okay, let's piss. I just hear, I swear to fuck, this is not made up. I swear to fucking god, I can't make this shit up. It's not like hearing, like in a joke where you hear, it was like you heard, like, the friction, it was so disgusting. And this kid is like 8th grade, so at the time I'm scared. I'm scared as fuck. My heart is pounding. This is like running a 10-mile race with asthma, and I know how that is too. Like, I am like dead. Like, I'm missing the toilet. Like, I peed on my leg a little bit. It was crazy. So I'm scared for my life. I thought I was about to die for no reason. This is like an acid trip or some shit. Like, I thought I was about to die. And so I'm like, fuck, I fire hydrant that shit. Like, I put out the fire in I don't know, man. Like, I went so fast, I didn't even wash my hands. I run over, so at our middle school, what we had, I'm in high school now, but what we had we had 4 different groups. They're called houses, and the names were, just made up for local geography stuff in our area. And so I run over to the certain office that's in our house, and there's 4 of them. So I run to the one right across the hall, and I'm like, I swear to God, because I don't know. I was a little snitch back then, like 2-3 years ago, little fucking bitch snitch. I run over, I'm like, to Mrs. whoever at the front desk, I'm like, there's a kid touching himself in the bathroom. I swear to God, can't make this shit up. And she gets like the janitor or some shit. I don't even remember. I do remember, but like I don't even know. Like just the janitor, and like goes in there and shit. And I go back to my class. She's like, honey, are you all right? Are you okay? Did he like do anything to you? And I'm like, no, I didn't. This kid was just trying to have a good time. Like, I know for a fact he was definitely, sharpening the pencil in there, snapping the stick, relieving himself of, his deepest, darkest secrets through that porno. because I had just started watching porn at this time. So like, I was getting up there in the game. And I go back to my class, you know, it's pretty simple. I start telling all my fucking friends. Like, I told all my friends, bro. And this class was stacked. Like, have you ever had one of those classes where it's like, you know, just all your buddies? That's what it was. It was so crazy. And then I whacked off in the bathroom myself the next week. That's a story for another time, though. We're almost up at 6 minutes, and I don't really want to like go to 10 minutes just so when I hit 1,000 subs, I can just get money off it, all the views on this. So it's like, I think I'm just gonna end it here. It's a pretty short story because I don't really want to make up anything in my stories. Like, I don't want to tell any fiction, because there's a couple story YouTubers that I listen to, besides Luna. Like, I believe that he makes up and doesn't make up his shit. Like, I believe that's real, but a couple other people, I'm pretty sure they make up shit because they're just like, whatever. But I just want to be 100% legit with you guys. And if you made it through this video, thank you so much. It's my first video, so obviously I was like kind of stuttering. I didn't write a script or anything. I fucking appreciate it, man. Fuck you, Susan. Yeah, I hate Susan. Moral of the story is, don't be like Jimmy in the bathroom, the 8th grader who scared me. I have no clue what his real name is, but anyway, if you enjoyed, or if you want to enjoy in the future, and hope that I get better, then subscribe and like and shit. Maybe I'll talk about a drug story next time. Who knows? Maybe I'll talk about how I'm a virgin still. Who knows? Subscribe. Fuck yeah. 7 minutes. Yes!